Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case that happened in the community of College Park, Georgia. On January 12, 2016, a 17-year-old honor student came home from school and called her mother to say that she'd made it home safely. It would be the last time they spoke. Just hours later, when her mother walked back through that door, she found her daughter inside the home, shot multiple times. Investigators have said there was no forced entry. Nothing appeared to be stolen. And 10 years later, no arrests have been made. This is the story of Randisha Love. Randisha Love was just 17 years old when her life was taken. She was a junior at Westlake High School in Fulton County, Georgia, an honor student known for her strong academic performance. Randisha was active in school life and had big dreams for her future. She wanted to join the United States Air Force, not just for herself, but to help pay for her brother's college tuition. Her mother, Katara Ham, described Randisha as bright with a beautiful smile. She sang in her church choir and danced on the praise team. She was the second oldest of 4 children and her mother's only daughter. She was loved by her family and had her whole life ahead of her. In early 2016, Randisha was living with her mother and grandparents in the College Park area of Fulton County. She was adjusting to the new environment, a new place, a new routine. But one thing remained consistent. According to case summaries and media reporting, Randisha called her mother around 4:30 p.m. to let her know she made it home from school. The call was part of their daily check-in routine. On January 12, 2016, Randisha called her mother in the afternoon to say that she'd arrive home safely. They spoke briefly. Everything seemed normal. They ended the call by saying, "I love you." Randisha was home alone. No other family members were in the house at the time. Police have said there was no forced entry, and they believe Randisha may have opened the door for someone. Later that evening, when Katara and one of her sons arrived home, the front door was unlocked. She called out for Randisha as they entered. No response. Then her son alerted her that Randisha was there. Just inside the front door, Katara found her daughter lying on the floor in a pool of blood. Randisha had been shot 5 times, suffering multiple gunshot wounds to her upper body. The Fulton County Police Department began to investigate. The crime scene presented a confusing picture. There were no signs of forced entry. Nothing appeared to be stolen, and police said there was no evidence of any sexual assault. Investigators said multiple bullets were recovered during the autopsy. Police have also said no neighbors reported hearing the gunshots. And to this day, there are no known witnesses to what happened inside that home. From early on, investigators have said it's still unclear what motive may have been, or what exactly transpired. Lieutenant Roger Peace told reporters, quote, "Either she opened the door for somebody she knew from school or the neighborhood, or it was somebody who gained entrance to the house. Either she didn't lock the front door, or she opened the front door and let them in, or she opened the door and they forced entry." To this day, police have not publicly identified any person of interest. In the years after Randisha's life was taken, investigators have made special appeals to the public, particularly to students who were in school at Westlake High School in 2016. Detectives have asked for any information, including rumors, conversations, or details, no matter how small. Police say they believe that someone knows something, but so far, no one has come forward with information that has led to an arrest. The impact of Randisha's death on her mother, Katara, has been devastating. In the weeks after her death, she says she went from planning Randisha's prom to picking out a casket. She fought with the school district to have Randisha receive an honorary high school diploma, but was only able to secure a certificate of attendance. Katara held a birthday remembrance for her daughter, and in her own words, she said, "I don't go to her gravesite as often because it's kind of hard imagining that your child is really there." Her mother has used a Facebook page called Justice for Randisha to help keep her daughter's story alive. Randisha's uncle, Kirkland Ellison, has also been actively advocating for answers, reminding the public that Crime Stoppers is offering up to a $5,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. Despite all of the pleas from Randisha's family and investigators, the case remains unsolved. More than 10 years have passed. January 12, 2026 marked a decade without answers. In previous coverage, investigators have said they are still following leads, but have not released details. When local media reached out to police on the 10-year anniversary, they did not provide a public update on the case. Our thoughts are with the family and friends of Randisha Love. Katara Ham has spent the last 10 years fighting for answers, fighting to keep her daughter's name alive, and fighting to see whoever took Randisha from her held accountable. If you have any information related to the case of Randisha Love, contact the Fulton County Police Department. You can also submit an anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers Atlanta or visit crimestoppersatlanta.org. Their contact information is listed in the description below. As we close out this episode, remember that sharing Randisha's story helps keep her name in the public conversation and supports her family's search for answers. For updates on this case and others, follow Hunting for Answers. You can also connect with us through our Facebook group and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And reach out to us if there's a story you think should be highlighted on Hunting for Answers. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. Stay connected with our community by joining our new Facebook group. The link is in our bio.